Okay, Sailor Moon RANT Part 6 or something or other like that. I'm actually controlling the camera this time. I'm not just putting it down and videotaping something. So I recorded how long it would take me to say what I have to say, and that would be too short for a video. So I'm going to show you where I got all this Sailor Moon stuff you're seeing in front of me. First of all, this shirt. Yes. That is a shirt that fit me when I was 8 years old, and it still does now for some reason, and that is Sailor Jupiter on the left, Sailor Moon in the middle, Sailor Mercury on the right. And it also says Sailor Moon right there below Mercury. I got that at a clothing store, and it still fits me nowadays. See, this poster of Sailor Moon and this poster of Amy and Ray, they're not really posters, they're actually thick boards. I mean, see how thick they are on the side? I found them at a garage sale. I'm not sure how long ago that was. But it was the thing hanging from the ceiling actually is a poster. My friend actually found that in his garage as he was cleaning it and knew that I liked Sailor Moon and gave it to me. See, here are the Sailor Moon final season and the 3 Sailor Moon movies. The movies I found at my local video store, not about 2 months ago only, and that season I found at a place called Neo Tokyo, which is just basically a store that sells anime in my hometown. On the other side of the computer, that is Sailor Moon VHS, 2 episodes entitled, the disc set is called Evil Eyes. I found that at another franchise of the same video store, but that was quite a while ago when VHS was still acceptable. And this is the first season of Sailor Moon on DVD, but it's in Japanese and English subtitles. I could not find an English one. It is 4 discs in length, opens up like that, and like that. Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3, and Disc 4. So on to the rant. I'm figuring out now that you probably don't understand Sailor Moon too much if you don't know the story behind it. So I'm going to explain what I can about some of the main characters, and hopefully you may understand it. So I wrote it all down on these pieces of paper, and I'll read out what I have. So the first character I'm going to talk about is this one. Sailor Moon, Serena. Okay, in short, no girl can relate to her. She's supposed to be a basic teenage girl, but no, nothing she does is basic whatsoever. She's late for school every day, and how the hell she got to the 8th grade is beyond me. So she's in the 8th grade. She's like 14 years old. She barely passes or fails every test she takes. She eats a lot and never gains a pound. The other characters sometimes say she's fat, but I can't see it. The English voice actor had a whiny, nasally voice. And I can see she's a crybaby, and she admits it at the start of every episode. But the Japanese voice actor just had a normal teenage girl's voice. She doesn't have to have a whiny, nasally voice just to be a whiny, nasally type person. Plus, she wasn't nasally anyway. The next character, Amy Mizuno, Sailor Mercury. I don't really have another shot of her except for this painting my mother painted for me. The voice actors were close. In Japanese, she rarely spoke, and when she did, it was a very soft voice, much softer than the English. In English, though, she was more confident and spoke more. Sailor Mercury is the brain of the team. She's weak physically, but strong in mind and logic. And she's the only one that doesn't let boys get in the way of her duty. She lets the studies do that instead. Next character. Ray, Sailor Mars. That's her there, and she's also on the front of Evil Eyes. She's a bitch. Simple as that. Many times she slaps Serena across the face, but in the English one they always cut it out. But they forgot to cut out the red mark on the character's face or the sound effect. Once she pinched Amy so hard on the back of the leg that she passed out briefly, and the only reason she pinched Amy is because she said that Serena could lead the team. Ray is a psychic girl who goes to a different school than the other girls, which is kind of odd since she wears the same school uniform. Plus, depending on the season you watch, she's either going to a Catholic school or a Protestant school. And depending on the version, she goes to an all-girls school. Like in both versions, she goes to the all-girls school, but in the episode Shutterbugged, which I have on that, a boy by the name of Peter goes to her school, and Peter is a boy. In the English version, they never said she went to an all-girls school until episode 33, I think. But then that gives you doubt of episode entitled Shutterbug. Next person, I believe, is Sailor Jupiter. She's that one, or that one. It's the best picture I could find on Google. Lita appears about halfway in the first season in like episode 25 or something. Well, there's 48 episodes, so around that. Serena tries to befriend her when she appears at school, even though her friends tell her to stay away from the new kid because rumors that she got kicked out of her old school for fighting. Well, it turns out she's physically strong and is a great cook, and always thinks the new cute boy looks or sounds like the senior who broke her heart. Depending on your version, it might be close to that, but not the same. She's also is the strongest physically of the Scouts, and in her human form, she doesn't try to show her strength. She only uses it when she needs to. Lita would probably be the character to kick your ass one day and bake you a cake in the next. She doesn't wear the school uniform. Depending on your version, in one, it's not her style, and in the other one, she's too tall for any uniform to fit her. So after Sailor Jupiter, I shall try to talk about Mina, Sailor Venus. Mina was the first Sailor Scout, even before Sailor Moon was, because she was known as Sailor V, but never shows up as a person until episode 33, I think. Since the first season was only 48 episodes long, you couldn't really get to know her as a character. She's a stereotypical dumb blonde. As for Sailor V, or Venus, she's shy but always knew what to do and when to do it. In the English, however, Sailor V was a fictional video game and comic book character. Sailor Venus was more confident and knew how to lead. In the English actors showed that. That's it about the inner Sailor Scouts. I was going to do more, but I guess I explained my stuff too much. So in the next part, I'll continue to explain the good characters and probably most of the bad. See ya.